Well, Brian, we are not in the studio.
No, we are actually at an undisclosed location.
We are.
Yeah. Ironically enough, it's off of Ocean Avenue, but not in Amityville.
Very weird. What the hell are we doing today?
We're going on a road trip.
We are going on a road trip. It's going to be an adventure. It's one I've been looking forward to my entire life.
Yeah.
Where are we going?
We are going to visit the infamous Amityville Horror House in Amityville, New York.
Probably the most notorious haunted houses in the world.
Would you say haunted house, though?
There's still questions I have, so I'm going to still call it haunted.
Okay, fair enough.
There's only a couple houses I truly believe to be haunted, and that's still one of them.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to the car ride because I've never been through New York, so this will be a first for me. I've driven just, into the city, but not like through Brooklyn and all that good stuff. So should be
what's our plan for attack today? What are we going to do?
So we're going to first hit up the horror house, obviously. Then we're going to get some pictures, but be respectful of everything. We're going to go to the location, which was Henry's bar, where he informed everyone that he found the bodies. So that will be the true crime aspect of the video for today. Then we're going to take a trip all the way down to Toms River, New Jersey. We're going to try to get some filming locations. We just have to see how traffic's going to be, so we may not get to all of them. But we're going to visit the house that was used in the Amityville Horror Part 1 and then Part 2. And if we can get some of the other filming locations in Toms River, Point Pleasant, or Lakehurst, again, it all depends on
It's
traffic.
a Saturday, it's July, we're going to run into some obstacles.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is.
We're going to get some lunch after we visit the cemetery where the DeFeos are buried. Something that Terry found out, it's the House of Haunted Hamburgers?
Yes. The Haunted House of Hamburgers.
Haunted House of Hamburgers, and the menu looks very good, so we're getting hungry.
Yeah, so just a little backstory. On November 13th, 1974, Ronald Butch DeFeo Jr. Annihilated his entire family with a Marlin 335C rifle. Very loud gun. Very old school pump action gun. So some of the mysteries behind it is, yes, he killed his entire family, but no one in the area heard the shots. They all said they heard the dog barking, but no one heard the rifle shots. And after examination, none of the bullets came out of a silenced rifle. And even if you put a silencer on that rifle, I don't think that works that way. So everyone also ended up face down on their bed.
Yeah.
And the way the bullets entered, you could tell that Ronald didn't move them.
Right.
So nobody woke up.
Yeah. I mean, the only one that was up was Dawn. I think the last one to get killed.
But the last video picture, and I would love to put the pictures on YouTube, but YouTube doesn't like gore. She's face down with the blood pool consistent with her being shot on the bed.
Right, but according to Ronnie, she had just woken up and said, "What was that noise?" And he said, "Nothing. Go back to sleep." And then, pow.
Yeah, but Ronnie made 4, and Ronnie also said Dawn had a hand in it.
Right.
Dawn killed half of them.
The mob killed his family.
The mob killed them.
And then the last one was the devil, made him do it.
But until they allow me to fire a rifle in this house with you or someone I trust outside and tell me you can't hear it, then I'm good with Ronnie DeFeo killed his entire family, end of story.
For sure.
But until then, I want answers.
Yeah.
And we can't get answers so we can run a test.
No, and another thing, we're going to be, because it's such a famous house, like I said before, we're going to be respectful because the police don't like, the visitors, and so we're not going to be going, hey, selfie time.
Yeah.
We're going to be respectful because of what happened and the current owners as well.
And that's why we're dressed like we're about to go get 18 on, so we don't have our horror stuff on and make it look like we're part of a podcast out hunting for fame.
But I look like I came from New York. What do you think?
No. No, we're not doing that. Yeah, Terry, our cinematographer for today is Terry. Hopefully any of this is legible and you can see us and in focus, but I think she's doing a great job. But it's going to be a trip. We're going to get started. It's quite early right now. As you can see, the sun's barely up.
Yeah, we got the crickets and the birdies out. Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's nice out. We're not going to die of heat.
No, good weather today.
Testing the ankle for the first time. So we'll see. I'm going to do a little bit of the driving. I haven't drove more than 20 minutes in 5 months. But I don't want to put Terry through New York.
Yeah.
So
Good man.
I know the roads, so we'll just do that. But yeah, so a lot of unsolved questions. I'd love to say we're going to solve them today, but we're not going to.
No.
Yeah, if you do visit the Amityville house, like I said, we're not going to be in any of these videos. We're going to do a voiceover. We're going to do a lot of filming from the car for it, just to respect their privacy, because there's a lot of people around. A lot of people just want to jog and go about their day without dealing with us assholes.
And hopefully we won't get any hecklers.
I know we're going to get a heckler. I called it when we first started this. I was like, well, we can't do it how we did Friday, because Friday knows what it's about and welcomes it. Amityville, for some reason, anytime the city's asked or the historical society's asked anything in Amityville, they decline all options, which doesn't make sense, because if you see the history of Salem, they turned that into a multi-billion-dollar-a-year industry.
Do you think it'd be in poor taste if they did like an annual anniversary of
I think they should have a memorial.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of places that lack a memorial. Six Flags, the Great Haunt Fire. That, 9 kids. Yeah. There's still no memorial for that day. Yeah. There's a fountain now. Not even a plaque.
Wow.
So, like, I think there needs to be more of that, because, I mean, we tell these stories not just because we're in love with the paranormal, but it's a remembrance. Like, if you notice every true crime we do, we list all the victims.
Yeah.
And, you know, because we're going to have complete respect of the cemetery, too. We're not going to be in that picture.
Nah.
That's just going to be us going over what the cemetery looks like and the headstone.
Yeah.
But, guys, we'll do, have some clips in the video for you, too. I got some fun transitions I made years ago. But we've been working on this for a while, so let's go get this shit started.
Let's get started.
The passage to hell!
As we drive by, you can see how quiet the little street of Ocean Avenue is in Amityville, New York. Close to 50 years ago, Ronald DeFeo Jr. and then a year later the Lutz family made this road historic and notorious. You can see the little houses, the yachts in the background that sits on Long Island Sound. This quiet little street became historic when Ronald DeFeo murdered his entire family, and then the house was sold to the Lutz family, who moved in about November in 1975. 28 days later, George and Kathy Lutz left and never returned. Never came back for their belongings. Here's the house now. Beautiful house. The High Hope sign is missing. The fence is different. But you could see how small this street was. They must have put up a hell of a commotion that night in 1974. And then again, what makes this house different? Was the house haunted? Is the house haunted? What made the Lutz leave even their boat, all their paperwork, to just come and leave? The windows are changed. There's no more jack-o'-lantern windows. Beautiful black fence, beautiful little yard. It's a beautiful house. It's a beautiful neighborhood. This house in 1974 was witness to amazing horror. You can see from across the street that the house really hasn't changed a lot since 1974, other than the windows, the yard a little bit. But as you can see in these clips, the house looked a little different. I'm going to add a couple clips here of the crime scene photos of outside. And it was kind of surreal standing outside of this, to really not have any full answers like you heard in the intro. What caused such a ruckus in this house?
We saw where he went to, what was it, Ray's Bar?
Henry's Bar.
Henry's Bar.
Which is actually right over there.
Yep, right over there.
And it's now like a seafood place.
Yeah, it's a seafood place. Yeah. But we got video of that. We'll do a voiceover when we get to that. But about 3:15, he shot 6 members of his family. 8 shots were fired because each parent got 2. All face down, laying in their beds. Still a mystery to this day. DeFeo's trial, DeFeo said demons made him do it. Get out! We are outside the DeFeo grave. A lot of people have stopped by, left some stuff. Walmart was out of roses, so we were gonna leave a rose, but things happen. But the final resting place of the DeFeos.
Yeah, so they have Ronald Sr.'s parents buried with them.
Yep.
How, like, that's a lot of people. So it's like,
It must go down pretty far.
yeah.
It must be stacked.
Yeah.
But when you do read where Butch DeFeo is, it says he's here.
It's not, yeah, but it's not confirmed.
No, it's not.
I mean, he was cremated. So I even looked him up on Find a Grave, and it doesn't say if they haven't updated it yet. But
I gotcha.
yeah.
Pretty grave.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm really happy about it.
I mean, John Jr. would have been 60 next year.
Yeah.
Or not John Jr., but John. It just makes you wonder, their lives were cut short. And where would they be? Like, who would they be today?
Yeah.
You know, it's sad.
Yeah, so we wanted to give our condolences to the DeFeo family before we moved on to Tom's River and the actual filming locations of the Amityville Horror.
Let's talk about how big.
Huge. It's the biggest cemetery I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It took us 5 minutes to drive and find the grave, but it's well organized.
Yes.
It was easy to find. It's absolutely beautiful. They're under a nice tree.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really something else. So if you want to scan out there and show like the land.
I mean, like the whole street leading into it,
Yeah.
it was just massive how big the cemetery is with still open land. And right
there's
across the
tons
street.
of room. I mean,
Right across the street is just different places to go get memorial stones and whatnot. But off topic, looking up who's buried here, a couple mobsters, most notably Jimmy the Gent Burke from Goodfellas, who was played by Robert De Niro.
The passage to hell.
all right, we are here at the filming location, the actual house the Amityville Horror was filmed at.
For parts 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Yep.
Yeah, this it's a beautiful house.
Yeah.
We are out here in Tom's River, New Jersey, and it took us one hell of a time to get back from Long Island.
Probably longer to get here than to Long Island, you think, right?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
That's summer traffic.
Yeah, we hit a lot of traffic. We would have had more spots.
It didn't
but,
feel that long to me.
well, I got video of you sleeping, which we've probably already seen in this video. Or I'll show it now. Here's the video of Brian sleeping. All right, but yeah, it's beautiful. This house was actually, we'll get more of the area here. Beautiful garage, nice driveway. This house was actually turned 45 degrees. So the jack-o'-lantern windows, which have been replaced, and you can see right up there, those used to be the iconic Amityville windows. The house was turned 45 degrees, so they were pointing at the road right here. So something pretty cool. Always wanted to, I've been here before. I was here before they moved it, but it still changed the windows. But it's pretty, ain't it?
Yeah. I mean, it's just like from this angle, obviously it's different than on Ocean Ave, but it's like almost a replica, basically.
Well, even on Ocean Ave, did you notice the house across the street? It still had the jack-o'-lantern windows?
Yep.
I forgot to take a picture of that.
Yeah.
All right, so that is the actual house they filmed the Amityville Horror 1 and 2.
Just the exteriors, not the interiors.
Correct. A lot of the interior was done in sound studios, but they did film the scene where he came back in from the boathouse in the backyard.
Yes.
All right. That was a long day.
Very long day. Almost 12 hours.
Yeah, we We had a journey.
Yes.
We saw the actual Amityville house.
So, as a person who is a big fan of the story of the murders, how does this rank on your bucket list and getting to see it first?
Pretty high up.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, it's probably on my tops.
Yeah.
I've already seen the Nightmare House from Nightmare on Elm Street, but this was definitely up there, especially how obsessed I've been with the murders over the years.
Right, yeah.
Like, it was almost surreal standing in front of it.
Yeah,
And I did step on the grass. Sorry, guys. I did step on the driveway.
Did you take any dirt home with you? Or
No,
anything?
no. I did touch the fence.
Okay.
But overall, we were respectful. That's why we weren't in any of the shots.
Yeah, we're not like taking photos and going like that. You know, like it's a very like the street itself is small.
Yeah,
So
small
just
street.
imagine all the bodies of law enforcement and first responders. Like it was a madhouse.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah, you imagine, because they had 6 ambulances to carry the bodies away, and it must have been a scene.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we learned that definitely people had to hear shots.
Yeah.
And if people didn't hear shots, I'm still right. Something weird happened.
Yeah, you would have. Maybe it's a supernatural silencer. He said he was possessed by the devil. Who
But
knows?
that's the only thing it could be. I mean, really, nothing else makes sense to me.
Yeah.
That's one of the few questions I have. Yeah, he had a lot of issues. He did. I understand that. That's fine. Do I completely believe he did it? Yeah.
Oh yeah. For
But very rare that 6 people are still laying down in bed with a rifle going off at different intervals.
Yeah.
He couldn't have shot them all at the same time. There's 3 different floors.
Now, did they ever do a test, like a reenactment, like years later, to see how long it would take to kill?
No. They only tested everything they found. Like, the bullets were tested for silencers. The bodies were toxicologied, and nothing was found. I don't know if they toxicology Ronnie himself, but I haven't found anything saying he was high at the time either.
Right. I mean, he did use acid, mushrooms, heroin. He loved his heroin.
He loved his heroin.
So
Because he looked very old at 23.
he did.
If you look at the police
everyone
photos.
looked very old, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, you look at his police photos. He looks much older than 23.
Yeah.
It's just one of those. Unfortunately, we'll never know the answers because they went to the grave with Ronnie, who just passed away last year.
Yeah, he died last year.
Yeah.
I mean, until we can actually like run a test, and like they let me in the house and fire a rifle, and you're outside.
Yeah.
If you can't hear it, hey, no paranormal.
You just got to win that lottery. Go to the house, say, "Here's $2 million. Get out."
I know, we got to win that lottery. So when I finally get in the Amity house, Airbnb, baby.
There you go. And tours.
Yep, and tours.
And barbecue, too. Throw it all in there.
Oh, dude, I forgot. Plates of barbecue. We could do that.
Yeah, so, it was a very surreal moment. Like I said, we said earlier, I didn't get any heebie-jeebies being there, like supernatural
Nah,
heebie-jeebies.
I didn't get any weird feelings.
It was just...
I don't know how receptive I am to that either, but I didn't feel anything.
Yeah,
It was definitely not the gates of hell.
Yeah, or demons. You don't want demons. It was just more a fact of being somewhere where a big tragedy happened.
Yeah,
that's what got
it
me.
was. It was.
You know.
That's why you want to be respectful. That's why we didn't make a big scene. We weren't in the photo at the DeFeo grave.
No. We wore our golf clothes today.
We wore golf clothes today, so we didn't look like, our little haunters or horror addicts.
Yeah. We got the heckler, like I said earlier.
We did get the heckler. I knew that was happening. He was funny, though. Yeah.
And then the fact that the bar he frequented at.
Yeah, we got that.
7-minute walk from his house.
Yep, 7 minutes. Well, if he was moving, it could be 5.
Oh, well, for sure.
Because I'm still hobbling, and it took us 7.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
But it's kind of cool. Like, as you pull up, it's right at a stop sign.
Yeah.
So, like, as soon as you pull down the street, it's, like, right there in front of you. Like, shit, there it is.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's really cool to look at. If you do visit, just be respectful. Don't fucking loiter. Don't hang around.
Yeah.
We spent maybe 30 seconds in front of the house and then did pass-bys.
I mean, if the owners of the home do appear to be cool, because at Halloween they put, like, a dragon or something.
Yeah, they do trick-or-treats and
Yeah.
stuff, which is nice.
How cool would that be? We should go trick-or-treating. Just put like sheets over us for big kids, we're ghosts.
I like it. Trick-or-treat at the Amityville house.
Yeah.
You keep them busy. I'll sneak in the back door and start firing rifles. We won't get caught.
No, not at all. But so from there, we went to the cemetery.
Yep, visit the cemetery. Beautiful cemetery.
Beautiful and big.
Huge.
Huge.
I'm talking miles.
It's so big. Right across the street, they have businesses for the cemetery, like where you can go and get your headstones made.
And it has a crematorium on,
Yeah.
which you don't see a lot of.
Yeah.
Because I know well, I'm from Jersey. You're not PA. In New Jersey, they're off-site in most places.
Yeah.
You need like a special license and appointments to get cremated.
It's almost like as big as probably the cemetery out in California for Hollywood Hills, like all them. Like it's basically two cemeteries that said, you know what, let's join forces, and there's still a lot of land left.
And when we pulled up, we saw the fence, and we were still 5 minutes doing 50 miles an hour from the gate, just to show you how big that cemetery was.
Yeah.
Then we had for lunch. Let's give them a shout out. That was pretty good.
Yes.
Haunted House of Hamburgers, Long Island.
Great. I'm sure, like, I mean, it was quiet when we went, but I'm sure during, like, the Halloween season, it's a madhouse there. Food was wonderful. I'm a wing guy, and, I mean, $8 for... No, actually, no, it was $13 for 8 wings. Not a bad deal in today's economy. The wings were nice and big. I liked them. I didn't know you didn't really like spice too much, but the Magnum
spice is fine. I'm more of a crispy wing guy.
Gotcha,
So, I like the sauce and then the crisp.
Gotcha.
So like soggy, it wasn't soggy. I'll give them credit.
Right. Yeah. It
nice,
wasn't doused with.
It had a decent
Yeah.
snack.
And then we had the Friday the 13th fried pickles.
Yep.
Those were good. I had a chicken sandwich. I forget the name for it. You had a tarantula burger.
Yep.
Terry had the lobster roll, which was huge.
Yeah, she
And then
tore that shit up.
She had some kind of drink with an eyeball in it. The whole facade was just great. Like your menu, like the tables had like the outline of a light, so we had a ghost. There was a black light facade, and then the illumination of the ghost, and they played The Conjuring 3. You had horror like soundtracks in the background, so it was pretty cool. And I almost wanted to tell Terry to go back to the bathroom and take that Friday 13th candle because it smelled really good.
Oh, we gotta make Terry steal for us, pussy. But guys, then we headed down to Tom's River. We got good video of the actual filming location.
Let's talk about the traffic. It was a nightmare for you.
Probably took 3 hours to get to what is 90 miles, I think, right?
Yeah.
So hour and a half, it should take, maybe 2. Took us close to 4 hours to reach Tom's River today. So we missed the Sunken Gardens where the pre-scene was because they closed.
He was just like this the whole time. Because when you go to, thankfully we didn't get hives, get attacked by flies, and go blind.
Yeah.
But that's what happened to Father Delaney in the movie, and his last scene is he's just like some invalid at the Sunken Gardens, which we got there a little bit too late because of traffic, but if you've seen the movie, it's just a beautiful area. So it's hard to find. We saw security. He said, well, unfortunately, the campus is closed, so we didn't get to see it, but get there before 6 o'clock and you can see it. But the house.
Yeah.
Beautiful house.
Beautiful house.
Yeah.
Good neighborhood. Off the beaten track a little bit, a little difficult to turn into, but quiet neighborhood, beautiful, surrounded by beautiful houses.
Yeah.
We don't think that house to the right was there when they shot. House to the left might have been, but they had trees separating, so you could have done that movie magic. And they turned the whole damn thing. I would have left it, but that's
What?
just
Do you know
me.
why they turned it?
The movie.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, they changed the windows as soon as they bought it, and then they turned it a couple years after that.
See, okay, that's another thing. If you win the lottery again, buy that house, turn that into an Airbnb, probably have a better chance.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Restore it, put the windows back on there.
If I buy either one, the windows, the first call is a window.
And you
guy.
can do what like Buffalo Bill did and recreate your own well.
Yeah.
There you go. Put some black goop in there.
Our own red room. Make a red room. Yeah. So I got enough haunter friends we can pull that shit off.
Yeah. Yeah, very beautiful house and big.
Big.
I mean,
Very
I
big.
guess I don't know.
Much bigger than the Amityville house.
That's what I was thinking. Was it me or did it look bigger?
No, it was like an extra room long.
Yeah, and they built a facade. I think they built the third level on that house to replicate it.
Yep.
And they built, I think, like the sunroom area. Although we didn't get a chance to see behind the house, like the bay area to match it up.
No, but we'll be getting a drone soon. So again, Rick Paulton, bail money.
So overall, it was a fun day.
Fun day.
Beautiful weather too.
Oh,
we lucked out.
You're not drenched like the Friday the 13th filming location.
Or you know, imagine if we went like 2 weeks ago. Holy heck.
Nope. We would have canceled.
Yeah. It was a beautiful day. I mean, it was very cool in the morning. It did get a little bit warmer, but it wasn't unbearable.
Yep. Yep, yep. Very cool.
So,
well, guys, thanks for checking this shit out. We had a lot of fun making it. I've had the cutscenes done for a year and a half now.
Ever since we did the Friday 13th.
Yep. But we'll be back a lot sooner. Probably, I'm thinking wintertime. We'll head to either DC, Cape May, or what was the other one you wanted to do?
Oh, like Buffalo Bill House?
Yeah. So
That could be like springtime.
no, we're in winter. What are you doing shit
Pennsylvania winter?
Okay.
Snow?
It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. Stop being a bitch. Stop being a little girl. Summer we get all jammed up. Fall I'm useless. So
Yeah.
I mean winters.
And in car rides, just for future, I do fall asleep in the car.
Apparently he does. And you guys saw a video of that already because I took a minute-long one.
Yeah, and he gave me a heart attack because he wanted to play a prank and scared the crap out of me.
That's the rules when you drive with us. Terry, would you agree?
Yes.
She
You
said
should have
yes.
forewarned me.
No, I don't forewarn nothing.
I got heart conditions here.
You're lucky I don't have the death whistle because that was coming out.
I felt like Red Fox and Sanford and Son. Yeah.
I'm coming to see you.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We had a lot of fun making it.
Yep.
It's been a long time coming, and it's over with. I'm sad that it's over with, but we had a great day.
I wish the New York traffic was a little better so we could have got to those 2 other spots, but they weren't instrumental to the movie anyway.
Yeah.
It's just stuff I kind of wanted to see. But that shit's going to happen when you're doing this. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you follow, and also subscribe to Halloween Haunts 360.
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
You got to get to 1,000.
Yep.
We need to get to 1,000.
Almost there.